Hello everyone! Today we will be making banana bread. My husband loves banana bread. Haven't made it for him for a while. Figured today would be a great day to do so. The recipe is easy. The ingredients, you probably already have them at home. So let's just get started. You guys are cooking with Adri today, or baking with Adri today. So let's get to it. So first, I have butter in this bowl. Sorry, I don't have a clear bowl. I think I left it at my mom's house. I will definitely get that later. And by the way, it's banana bread. It's pretty easy, and you don't need a mixer. I actually prefer to mix it by hand. So what you need is 4 ounces or half a cup of softened butter, melted butter, whatever. I don't really see the difference when I make it. So I'm just putting that in here. It was melting, so I just tossed it in here real quick before I turned on the camera. I have here 3 bananas. The amount of bananas that you use is completely up to you. Yes, they look a little wonky only because my husband and I, we are big on making smoothies. And so these were frozen bananas. I just thawed them out. This is just the liquid that came out of them. It's perfectly fine. We do it all the time. Just gonna toss these in here. Should have worn my apron. My Minnie Mouse apron represent Orange County, Disneyland. So putting that in here, I'll actually keep that there to put my stuff. So what you're gonna do, I have this lovely potato masher. I'm gonna mash the bananas and incorporate the butter together. I know. I noticed that the order really doesn't matter. I just try to put my, wet first and then dry. Pretty simple. So you mash those up. I personally do not like the texture or big pieces of banana in my banana bread, so I really try to mash it up there. You can do it however you like. And I'm only using 3 bananas for this recipe. So I'm mashing that up there. Use this. Sorry for that obnoxious sound. There we go. Next, we're putting in our eggs. You need 2 eggs for this recipe. I think these are large eggs, medium eggs. It doesn't really matter. I'm messy today. Just bought these eggs, so they're fine. Just tossing them in there. I've actually never gotten a bad egg. So I've never had to, put them in a separate bowl and mash and all that. Okay. And so now I'm just gonna mix this with my whisk. Okay, that's what it's looking like right now. It's normally like a chunky batter, but it's okay. It all incorporates well together. Sugar. The amount of sugar is really up to you. If your bananas are really sweet, then you don't need to put that much sugar in here. This is brown sugar, and I'm actually using 3/4 of a cup. You probably don't need that much. I mean, what I do sometimes, I'll just show you. We could just do like half a cup of sugar, actually. Sometimes I'll put chocolate chip cookies in here, sometimes I won't. So yes, so I did have like 3/4 of a cup in here. I'm just gonna do half a cup. I'm gonna mix that together. And what I have in this bowl is just 2 cups of flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, teaspoon of salt, and I have cinnamon. Cinnamon is completely optional. I personally like it in my banana bread. I sometimes also do vanilla bean paste or vanilla extract. It just gives it a different flavor. I like it. So it's up to you. It's your kitchen. Okay. So now that we have that in here, it's super easy. And because the bananas are frozen, it kind of let out a nice juice in there. And mine were ripe bananas. They were going bad. I guess we just bought too many bananas one weekend and they were just not being eaten. So there you go. So now we're gonna pour in the dry ingredients. And also please preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Just mix that in lightly. Let's see, look at that. So pretty. Not sure if you guys noticed my attire. I'm wearing workout clothes because after I bake this, I will work out. Then David should be coming home, we'll eat dinner. And today is Meatless Wednesday. We don't have a designated day, just today happens to be Meatless Wednesday, and I'll be making huevos rancheros. So, meatless, just having some protein. Putting the rest of this flour in here. And it's okay if it's lumpy. My butter is kind of still in chunks. I guess it wasn't super melted. I mean, I melted it. It was melting out of its wrapper, which is why I tossed it in here. But there you go. You have a nice batter. I'm gonna get this out of here. Do you guys ever taste the wet batter? I do. I know it's so bad, but I like it. Tastes good. I've never gotten sick. So there you go. You guys can always put nuts in here. I'll do walnuts, or I really will use whatever I have. I've done cashews or almonds. You can add what's it called? You can add bigger chunks of banana in there. I just don't like it. Okay, so it's a thicker batter. See, nice chunks. That butter will actually leave like some little pockets inside, like some little air pockets in the batter. I don't mind it. I don't mind biting into like a big chunk of butter. But if you do, then just make sure you melt it thoroughly. And have you guys ever made like a healthy version of banana bread? It's kind of yummy. I'll do a little bit more sugar. I've done where I do like half. You know what? Who cares? Let's just do the whole thing. I added all the sugar in there. It's completely up to you. It's actually pretty sweet, but I have a sweet tooth. Anyway, I've done like a healthy version of banana bread where I do like half a cup. I do a cup of flour, and then I do a cup of oatmeal flour, which it's just oatmeal that I blend up or grind up in the blender. And it tastes really good. It is pretty amazing. So there you go. Done. I'm not gonna overmix that because it can get tough. And we want a nice soft bread. Don't you guys love these old school loaf pans or pans in general? So actually, let's see what I have here. I have a little bit of butter. Probably not gonna be enough. Yeah, not gonna be enough. It's okay. There's plenty of butter in this batter. Just gonna toss this in here. Let's hope that it does not get stuck. Or you know what? How about I just take an extra second and butter it up? Why not, right? Let's do this. Okay, I greased up a little loaf pan or whatever this container thing is. I'm gonna pour the batter in here and we're gonna stick it in the oven. Should be done in about an hour, less than an hour, sometimes more. If for any reason your banana bread starts to brown a little bit too much on the top, just put some foil on it. It's gonna be fine. And then you guys are good to go. Sometimes what happens, it cracks on the top. I don't mind it. I like the way that it looks. You can, it should be fine. And so let's get this baby in here. Okay, I really like these bowls with the handle. They make everything so much easier. Let's see that. So that is chunks of butter, chunks of banana. So good. You guys are gonna love this. It's so easy. I have made this with like the glaze on top, so sometimes you could put chocolate chips inside, then you don't have to add as much sugar. Or if I don't add as much sugar to the batter, then what I'll do is I'll make like a cream cheese frosting, or just a basic vanilla frosting or glaze, just with a little bit of milk, powdered sugar, and vanilla bean. It tastes pretty good. The most important thing is just getting this loaf done. Anything, and it freezes beautifully, so once you do bake it and you see that you're not going to eat it all the time, you can freeze it and just thaw it out the next morning or overnight, and you can have it for breakfast. I love when I'll toast this. I'll put it in the oven a little bit longer and it gets toasted, or just just in my toaster. If you make the slices thin enough, just toss it in your toaster and gets like a nice crust all around. It's so good, and you put more butter on top. Whew, it's amazing. Just so that there's no anything in there. And there you go. It's a happy little batter in there. Okay, gonna stick this in the oven for about an hour. I normally start checking it around 40 minutes just to see that, because depending on your oven, it might bake faster. Haven't baked that much in this new oven. I don't foresee it, taking any longer than an hour, and I don't see it taking 30 minutes either. I think it's gonna be right at the temp, right on time. So let's put this baby in the oven, and we will see the finished product when it is done. There she is. It's a beautiful banana.